All right, what's going on, guys? So I figured I'd put out something quick on Osseous because I've been doing it basically all day today. I did like 6 hours on stream and another 2 hours off stream. I'm probably going to do a little bit more once I finish recording this. But I figured I'd put out a guide that goes over, one, what its mechanics are, and two, how you can deal with it. It doesn't have super crazy mechanics, and you can AFK this boss, but I think it's worth at least explaining what's going on. So if you don't have the minimum gear, then at least you have a way of preparing against, all the attacks. So you do not need best in slot gear. Obviously, if you have best in slot gear, use it. Right now, this is totally doable with tier 90 tank armor and then a salve amulet. Necklace of Salamancy is better here. Not only does it give you a 3% drop chance, but this 15% damage and accuracy works on your conjures. Notably, Salve Amulet does not work on your conjures, so your Necklace of Salamancy is just better, even though you are losing 5% of your own damage. So that's worth keeping in mind. Necklace of Salamancy is very, very good here. Additionally, if you feel comfortable enough that you don't need the full tank armor, you can swap out one or two pieces for tier 90 power armor. This auto applies death marks, which can make your kills go by significantly faster. So that's also something worth keeping in mind. But for me, I just use full tier 95 because I have it, so why not? Again, this is not necessary. I'm going to do a kill in the full tier 90 armor, and I'm going to do a kill in the tier 95 to show you that both are fully AFK. The bar will do everything for you. Now, the point of this action bar is basically you want to debilitate right before it does its big slam after 4 auto attacks. This bar is set up in a way where this debilitate will always happen. So just copy this bar. You basically never have any risk of dying. Now, I didn't say this in the original recording, but you do need persistent rage for this. I don't really know if there's a good setup that doesn't use persistent rage, but the quality of life is just so nuts that I really can't recommend having persistent rage enough. It makes this so much smoother. If you don't have persistent rage and you're relatively close to getting it, just go get it. It's going to make your life easier. In terms of your familiar, Blood Reaver and Ripper Demon seem about the same. I can't tell a meaningful difference between the two. Blood Reaver can be good because you have a lot of healing, so it does give you a lot of damage, but Ripper gives you like missing health damage, so they feel about the same. I don't think there's a difference, so just whichever one's cheaper. I think Ripper Demons are cheaper right now. Yeah, Ripper Demons are slightly cheaper right now, so just use a Ripper Demon. Alternatively, you can use a Calgarian Demon with scrolls. This is technically best in slot. You're going to be spending around 350k an hour to run your Calgarian Demon. At current times, meaning on day one, this is technically worth it because it looks to be about 30 to 40 mil an hour, but this is very quickly going to drop off because the new ring doesn't seem super good. So Calgarian Demon will get you 1 or 2 extra kills an hour. In my opinion, it's not worth it in terms of, how much money you're getting versus the average price of each kill. So I personally would not use one if your goal is to AFK as cheaply as possible. That's also the main reason why I'm using Scripture of Wen. Scripture of Wen is the worst of the 3 god books for this boss because Osseous is not poisonable, but Scripture of Full will sometimes kill you. It's basically impossible to die with Scripture of Jazz and with Scripture of Wen, but Scripture of Full is technically the most damage you can get here. However, the 10% increased damage does really matter here. I've had an hour where I was testing it and I had 6 or 7 close calls over a 35 kill hour. So that's a little bit too much for my liking. Scripture of Jazz is very competitive with Scripture of Full, but it is extremely expensive to run comparatively. Scripture of Jazz is like 1.2 mil an hour to run. So personally, I would just use Scripture of Wen. If you get an extra kill per hour, it's like 1 or 2 with Scripture of Jazz, and paying 1.5 mil for 1 or 2 more kills, it's just not worth it in my opinion. So personally, this book and just a luck ring, I think is going to be more than fine here. If you want to use better stuff, that's totally fine. Now, typically, the Rex Matriarchs are never fully AFK because you can just sometimes get blasted. This boss is fully AFK, but by putting in a little bit of effort, you do get a few more kills per hour. So It's not much, but it is worth considering. I will show the full AFK kill. I will show a partial AFK kill where you just do a couple abilities at the beginning and then you're fine. And I'll do that with both sets of armor so you can kind of see the difference in kill times. Now, in terms of your aura, it all depends on whether or not you want to bring Penance Aura or not. Penance Aura makes this a lot more chill because you don't have to upkeep your prayer basically at all. This means less effort on your part, less effort, more AFK, more better. Now, if you want to use a damage aura, you can. All you have to do is bring 10 4-dose super restores. 8 to 10 is usually fine. It just depends on how good you are at remembering your ancient ritual shard. I bring 10. I use 8.5, 9, so that's the number that I bring. That will let you get at least 1 extra kill per hour, probably 2, because you're getting, 5% more damage with Dark Magic or Majorat, so that is worth considering. Again, it's all option select just based on how much effort you want to put in and how much, you want to just chill. So now we've gone over that, let's just go into the kills. I am bringing Vuln Bombs. That's because I like semi-AFK this boss. I Vuln it once at the beginning of each kill, and then I chill. If you want to go fully AFK, don't bring Vuln Bombs because you're not going to be here for it. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to do 2 kills with tier 90, and then we're going to do 2 kills with tier 95, and then you'll just see what the kills are going to look like. So the original full AFK kill I did was super scuffed, and I accidentally despawned my Condors, and then I messed up a lot. I didn't go in with full health. So just re-recording it so that we have a clean kill for it. So let's just get into it. So we're in position now. We're just going to chill. This is the action bar where we're using, and let's just see how it goes. So first thing he's going to do is 4 auto attacks. Pretty standard. After the 4th auto attack, he's going to do a big melee slam. Luckily, again, the bar is set up so our debilitate eats the big melee slam, which is really nice. Now, after 3 auto attacks, he's going to knock all his little dinosaurs away and do a stun. Then he's going to do 2 auto attacks, and then he's going to siphon the dinosaurs. Luckily, Scythe is set up in a way where it always kills all of these dinosaurs. So we take a little bit of typeless damage, but we don't take anything more. Now he's going to do 2 auto attacks, and you see there's an adrenaline bar that's going to start draining. Once it's empty, you're going to take 6,000 typeless. Doesn't matter, especially if you're in tank armor. And then after a certain amount of auto attacks, where it's going to rinse and repeat. Now, if for whatever reason you aren't able to kill it before a second full cycle, the reason that we kill all of the baby dinosaurs is because if you don't, they all explode and deal half of their remaining health as typeless damage to you. And yeah, that is a kill. Fully AFK. Now, you are probably going to have to heal between kills or use Excalibur or just pay a little bit of attention in like Deathmark or something. But as the next kill will show you, if you do pay any attention, these kills go by way smoother. Basically, as soon as the spawning animation starts, I'm going to use Undead Army, Deathmark, and Ghost. And then I'm just going to click on the boss and Vuln Bomb it. And then besides that, it's fully AFK. The Vuln Bomb and Deathmark just make the kill so much smoother, so I highly recommend it. Now, I have seen some action bars with Death Skulls on it. In my opinion, I haven't gotten a bar to work that both has Death Skulls and cast Debilitate in time, so personally, I'm not really a big fan of Death Skulls with this boss, but you can use it if you'd like. But yeah, you can see here kills going by significantly faster. You can re-vuln it here if you want, but it's definitely not necessary. And he's dead. So that's how I normally do my kills, just that little setup in the beginning. You see the kills go by way, way faster. Now I'll switch to the tier 95, and this is significantly better. Also, my book wasn't on this entire time, so that should kind of go to show you that this does do a little bit more damage than I even showcased here. So you will notice that that was a bit faster, like 10 seconds faster than the tier 90 with a little bit of priestess setup. So again, the tier 95 is way better, not necessary at all. Now we'll do one kill with the priest setup, and you'll see that these kills get significantly faster and significantly safer. So if you do pay attention to the beginning of each kill, you can probably squeeze out like 5 to 6 more kills per hour. So again, we'll just show what that looks like here. All right, and we ended this kill with full health. He doesn't even do his second special attack. So yeah, this version of it is faster, it's safer, and it's a very little effort. So this is personally what I do for each of my kills. But again, if you want to fully AFK, I've shown 2 different setups that can go fully AFK. But yeah, that is Osseous. Hopefully you got to get some drops. If this video helped, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.